All right.
All right, all right. Welcome back, Mo and Mel. We're
Welcome,
here
welcome.
even after a long night. Shout out to Andre Wade and his big birthday celebration
Happy
last
birthday,
night.
Andre.
Happy birthday. Listen, after a certain age, you must prepare for these kind of nights.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
had to take a nap. I think I took 2 naps yesterday, actually.
Smart.
I was good. I didn't really even leave because I was tired. It was more so, some of the music was really in my eardrums. So I was like, okay, it's good. It
Yes,
was
it
a
was
good
getting
time. Good
intense.
time though. Good seeing everybody. Good seeing you. Enjoying some
Yeah.
time. And happy belated Merry Christmas to everybody. And there's a brand new year coming around the corner. So hopefully you getting all your final cleaning and dinner plans ready, getting everything together.
Yeah.
I don't know what just happened. My
Yeah,
ear
you
thing came
froze
out.
for a second. I was like,
I'm like, hang on,
okay.
what just happened?
The dinner,
Yeah. Dinner
cleaning.
was good. Getting your dinner plans ready, getting everything
Yeah.
together. Sorry, I think my ear pod had just like got taken out real quick, so I couldn't hear anything.
Yeah.
Anyways, welcome to the show. I'm trying to get it connected. There we go.
Okay. You're
And
back on.
I'm back on. Yeah, there I
You're
am.
back.
We had
There
a
you
good
go.
time. We had a good time. So New Year's Eve is coming.
I
One of
know.
the topics here in Las Vegas is, of course, a lot of people come to Vegas for New Year's. And even with the rise in COVID, they're expecting a close to 300,000 people here on the strip.
Yeah, they're not cutting back like New York and other cities. They're just going to let it go.
Whenever people talk to me, because LA decided to cancel, New York scaled back a lot. And whenever someone's like, oh God, we're coming for New Year's, and I'm like, have fun. Like, I think I've been on the strip once, maybe twice for New Year's. I don't need to do it ever again. I don't.
Yeah.
It's
I did
not
it
something.
years ago, like years ago, when you could walk the whole strip and the
Yeah.
whole strip, starting from Circus or the end of Sahara, all the way to the, it was completely filled with people. You could
And
walk
there
up and
used to be a
down and all
club
that.
inside, I think like Harrah's or something. So there was like the New Year's Eve, you could be on the strip, then you could go inside the club. There was like a hip hop club at like Harrah's way back in the day.
I don't remember
And then we went
because when you
there.
went, I wasn't going on the strip anymore.
Yeah.
So
I
when I
went, it
went,
was
I
probably like
was
my
like,
first few years here. That was
yeah, I
it.
went in my early 21 years, and after
Yeah.
that, we were done. So we just
Yeah.
did other things. Yeah.
And
So
that's
I
why I
know
say
back
now I'm
then
like,
it was
yeah,
like you can't do
can't
it.
do
I
it.
mean, it's just I just remember back then you could walk up and down the strip. They wouldn't reopen the strip anytime soon. Like you had the whole strip to walk up and down and go in the different casinos and visit it and do all that. And it wasn't you had to have a room key or any of these other new rules that they have. It was
Right.
just kind of a free
Right.
for all. So it was a lot better than it. And that's why I said it was like very early 20s. Once that kind of kibosh, I never went back. So I didn't even know they had the little hip hop thing at
That
Harris. It must
was,
be that
yeah,
Carnival
I think
Court,
it was, no,
whatever
it
thing
wasn't
was.
Carnival Court. It was like whatever that showroom is. There was a club inside that showroom
Mm,
that was there.
interesting.
Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah,
Missed that
long
one.
time. This was but for those that maybe are planning to go down to the strip, just remember if you're not familiar, they do close down all the on ramps and off ramps onto the strip or off the 15. So that's our main freeway there. So everything from like basically Tropicana, I don't even know if it's, I think Russell is open, but everything from Tropicana to Sahara is closed down at like 5:30 p.m.
Right.
A little helpful tip. The one time when I did go down to the strip, one of us left our car, went and parked our car there earlier in the day at one of the hotel casinos. Cause that way when we got dropped off, we had a way to get
Yeah.
back,
That's
although
smart.
now of course there's Ubers and everything else. So make sure
Right.
you do that. And then also I didn't realize that Fremont does a whole thing. I've never been to Fremont for New Year's, but they
Yeah.
closed down like 5 blocks around Fremont from
Oh my
I think
God.
it's like it's like Thursday morning until Saturday. So I don't know how this is going to affect me working tomorrow and seeing my clients that are out that way, but basically everything from Carson to Ogden is closed down, and it's closed down for like 48 hours for the party and then for the cleanup. So
That's insane.
it's a
And
lot.
I don't
It's a
even know
lot.
if I could do the Fremont Street thing either. That's got to be bananas. I'm sure it's even
it's
more
bananas
insane.
without New Year's, so I can't even imagine what it is regular. You
And
know
it's
what I mean? Like
bananas with
that's
cheaper alcohol. Like it's crazy.
it's a
So
lot.
I can only imagine.
Yeah,
Yeah, I won't be
I
there
can't
either.
either.
Yeah.
I at first I thought they were going to be asking for vaccinations or shots to be on the strip. Apparently, that's not the case. They just want people to wear masks. Apparently, they're going to intensify the mask requirements to be wearing masks. But I mean, even just like last night on Fremont, I mean, not
Are
many
they really going to
people.
listen to that? Yeah. It'd be nice if they did, but they're not going to be listening like that. They're not going to be.
Of course not. No, why would
They
they?
need to, but we know people.
We know
Animals are
people,
out of the barn now.
unfortunately. Oh my gosh, it's
Everybody's
so
gonna do their
much.
thing, and that Omarion is running
No,
wild.
what's
Omarion
crazy
is
is
here,
yeah, it's
running
here.
wild.
And I just saw the news. There's, they're doing COVID testing everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess there was a whole lineup for people to get tested at UNLV. Well, there's this little mini COVID testing up at my house, at the community center up here near Palo Verde. And I take my dogs there every day for a little park run. And every day when I'm gone, like it's so nobody's there. So like the nurses were usually out just chit-chatting on their phones or whatever. But today when I went, there was like a line of like 30 people waiting to get tested.
I believe it. These people
I'm like,
in line at
all of a
UNLV
sudden
were
now you're
2:30.
ready.
Yeah, because it's hitting close to home. Like people, your neighbors, your person you work with, sibling or relative, they're all getting hit with this. And people were in line in the cars at UNLV at 2:30. Testing didn't open until 5.
Oh my God.
So
My thing
that's
is
how it
I
is.
feel
It's
like
crazy.
also it's kind of like maybe they have to get tested for something they're going to. So maybe that's the big rush now versus just a few days ago.
I mean, that's a
Unless,
possibility too. That's a total
yeah.
possibility. But shout out to the forward thinkers out there, my parents, family members, and stuff that went and got test kits. But the test kits are
because you can't
nowhere to
find
be
them.
found. Nope. Shout out to them for being smart and doing the right thing. Because I was like waiting on, Biden said, oh, we're going to send test kits to people's homes. 500 million test kits are coming to people's households. Okay. No, the test kits aren't here. So guess what? Just be that forward thinker and go to your local CVS or Walgreens and get those test kits. And now you can't get them anywhere. Shout out to them, man. Got my test kit.
Your parents have been on top of it since day one.
Yes, they have. Yes, they have. When you're retired and you don't have a job and you don't have any other too many big major distractions in life, you can focus in on one thing.
Right.
You got it. And that's totally what they did. So shout out to them, man.
Wow. What's up, Jose? He's working at fashion show at New Year's Eve. So
I have to stop by and see you. I'm working New Year's Eve as well, Jose.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Heather. So the monorail, I believe, is free for 2 days. I think either free or discounted. The bus system is free at RTC,
Right.
and I believe Lyft. There's a code for Lyft. I want to say it was like Free Ride 2021 or something like that. There's a code for $10 off. Yeah, I'm not sure but I know that there's a website that you can get information. I just wanted to mainly get the road closures because I know for me when I first came down here, I had no idea about road closures, and that was because you can't even cross the strip. You can't even it's not even just the freeway. So you can't even go from one end, one side of the strip to the other. It's completely gone. So.
And good luck with your test too. I mean, I hope it comes back negative. I hope it's not a positive. I hope it is just the cold because flu is still running rampant. And sometimes I felt like maybe I was getting down with something, but it wasn't the symptoms related to Omicron or Omarion.
I've been taking my little essential oil bomb. So if you guys ever need some, let me know.
Like I hope the booster helps. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but it's not like it's a guarantee. You still can get it. So. Just hopefully it doesn't last as long. But yeah, take your test kit. Good luck. Let me know how that goes because I know mine is you take 1 day and then you have to wait 36 hours to take the second part of the test and then you get your test results.
Oh, so it's like a 2-parter. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I just go up to Walgreens and be like waiting in line, make my appointment and go. But so yeah, make sure everybody's safe out there. Please don't drink and drive. Get you right. If we've learned anything from sports this year is to not be drinking and driving.
Right.
And so please take those precautions. Because also Thursday, tomorrow, there's the Las Vegas Bowl. The Las Vegas Bowl is here in town. And so we got the Arizona State Sun Devils against the Wisconsin Badgers. That's off at 7:30 tomorrow. I saw tickets like as cheap as $20. So it's definitely open for a lot of people to get there. If you want to get inside the stadium, you want to be able to get in there without paying the, $100 to $200 for a Raiders ticket. This is your shot to get into the Al for the last couple games or the last game of the new year.
Yeah.
That'll be good. I forgot to show this, but of course there's our busy strip and
look how pretty.
I know.
Looks so gorgeous.
Lastly, in the Las Vegas news, one thing that Vegas is known for is the CES, which is the big tech show that happens every year. Last year, they went virtual because of the virus. And this year, they are having it. However, corporations have been backing out left and right because they don't want to endanger their employees. They don't want to come in person. They're opting to do virtually, or they're opting to not just take part in any talks or any series. So like AT&T, Microsoft, GM, Google, they're not going, but you do have to have a COVID vaccination and you do have to wear a mask. So you have to have proof of your vaccination to even go to the CES. I think that's also hindering some tech people as well from wanting to go or going in itself. But
man, that just kills us in business. I swear it does. It's a rippling effect when you can't get the CES conventioners. But I understand.
Those people come and spend their money, and it's a lot. I mean, that's a lot. They usually have like 150,000 people coming for that show. It's pretty intense.
It is.
Yeah. What's up, Goose? Thanks for checking in. We appreciate you. Happy New Year. And then, of course, we wanted to say a little rest in peace to John Madden. If you haven't heard, he did pass away yesterday, I think unexpectedly, actually. And this is just a few days after they were just released the All Madden documentary, which I want to check out probably tonight because I know that it got released. The ESPN app has it now, I believe, or ESPN Plus, because they didn't have it earlier, but it's up there now. Of course, he was the head coach for your Raiders and what took him to a Super Bowl.
And won.
Won, yes. But what's crazy is that's not even like one of his like most glorified accomplishments. Like this guy has been, the king, the god of football. He lived, breathed, and ate it. And he said that he never worked a day in his life because it was always with football. One of his quotes was, he's not a gardener. He doesn't fish or go hunting. He's football. That's all he is.
He is.
He lived his life to the fullest and definitely did that. It was just such a shocker. That, and as well, of course, we lost Harry Reid too yesterday.
Yes.
So 21 is ending on a little bang itself. We left 2020 thinking, hey, here we go.
Yeah. Well, the Harry Reid thing, he was very ill. We could see that coming. But the John Madden, that was all of a sudden. They still don't know what happened. That was just a sudden death. And that's what kind of sucks about that, too. And then Desmond Tutu. We lost Desmond Tutu.
That was the third. Yeah. So there we go.
That was the first one. And then we had Madden and Harry Reid. So it's a rippling thing. But John Madden was that guy. The Raiders' influence was maybe just a sub part of that. But yes, because he was football god, he had a video game named after him, series of games, collection of games. And I'm sure
anybody our age or younger knows about Madden. I mean, if you didn't know Madden as a coach, you were definitely old enough to know Madden as the game that you had on all of your, gaming systems. So yeah,
broadcaster.
That's tough.
Game name on the package that was influential. Icon to all GMs, icon to all players. Just if you didn't listen to anybody, you would take John Madden's word for it. He was the one that could definitely whisper in your ear and you listen.
He was the color commentator that we all wish we still had these days, while we suffer through some of these other people that can't seem to do it. Like Akeem Talib, that was at my game. Man, when he did my game on Sunday, I wanted to shoot the TV. It's like I wanted to find my game on the radio just to listen to. You never had one of those days where I just can't listen to these guys anymore. And so
Greg Gumbel wasn't annoying on our game. He actually was saying some good stuff, so he was cool.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
Good for
so
you
he
guys,
wasn't too
because
bad.
I was not enthralled with mine.
That's because
all.
y'all was taking an L that day too. It didn't help to have an
It
annoying
wasn't
voice
even the L,
commenting.
because we didn't take the L to the very end of the game, so I was cool. It was just him, and like he literally, and I post this. He sounded like a swap meet Snoop Dogg.
So
Like
sorry.
it was just,
So sorry.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I think you got froze. Are you froze or I'm froze? One of us. I see your hands in the air. Like,
Did she freeze? Or did I freeze?
I think it's you. But hey, we'll go on. You there, Mo?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
You were
Well,
frozen on my end.
oh, I don't know. I'm looking at the
Yeah.
live,
Oh,
and
okay.
I just see your hands in the air, waving
Oh,
like you just
wow.
don't care.
I didn't even have my hands in the air. Wow. Too funny. Too funny.
That's a good one. Hey, if you
Mhm.
can't leave 2021 with a few snafus, what
It's
can you
always
do,
it's
right?
the tech bug. We know. We already know what it is with me.
It is what it is. I mean,
Mhm.
I don't know. Yeah, that's how it goes.
Over it. Meanwhile, my Lakers are getting taken to task, down 5 points against these Memphis Grizzlies in Memphis with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the fourth. We will see what happens with this game.
I just need them to cover 7, because I thought, and they were up by like 10 or 12 earlier when I
They're
checked in, and I
always
bet
up in the
them.
half.
I just need them to win by 7, or not win, but to cover 7. That's what I need right now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
That
I don't
might
know.
happen. John Morant went down hard though, so we'll see what happens to him. Oh, he's back
We're gonna
up.
get into some
Okay.
football stuff. While I do that, it's like a 2-minute video. I had posted it on our Girl Chat Sports page, but it's hilarious, and I wanted to share it with everybody. While we do that, Mo, why don't you log in, log back out? Because I think you're still frozen.
Am I still frozen? Wow.
Oh wait, now I see you. Hang on. There you go.
What? I've been moving and shaking this whole time. Yeah, play the video. I'll tap out and tap
Yeah,
back in.
I'm gonna play the video.
All right. Do
Check
that.
this out. Enjoy. If you guys need this is a fun thing for the guys. Hilarious.
Gonna kick it off with the king, or in this case, the queen, back when she lived in Boston. Nice hair, face, ugly, teeth a little bit too big for her mouth. Give about 9 beers. Next up, we got Patricia Mahomes. Other than the stubble on her chin and above her lip, damn, I like to taste what that Kansas City barbecue tastes like. 2 beers. Next, we got Rachel Wilson. She looked like the best friend in every Disney movie. I say 10 beers. Next, we got Jessica Garoppolo. Water. Oxygen. From the best looking to the worst looking, Bianca Roethlisberger. Damn, you ugly. You gotta finish the case with this one. 24-pack, easy. Next, we got Maya Ryan. She looked like the cool mom that does yoga unless you smoke weed and drink beers, as long as nobody drives. I give it 4 beers. Next, we got Rachel Tannehill. She looked like a good Christian mom. She wouldn't give me the time of day because she's already married. Probably wouldn't even be out at the bar. But if I had to, I'd probably say 7 beers. Next, we got Becky Mayfield. She got full pouting lips. She looked like a country artist that's up and coming. I say about 3 beers. Next, we got Aaron Rodgers. Erin. She just looks like a basic white girl. Gotta go double digits. I'd say 11 beers. Wake me up inside. Wake me up inside. Next up, we got Destiny Carr. She just left the trailer park, doesn't talk to her parents anymore, and moved to Vegas. Gotta go double digits on this one. 14 beers. Megan Stafford, what you do with all them teeth, girl? 15 beers. Danielle Jones. She's got a pretty face. Wide shoulders. She might have been a swimmer. Might be able to outlift me too. I say 7 beers. Kendra Cousins. She looks recently divorced. Might be out on the scene looking for some young tail, but that also might come with the clap. I'm going 9 beers. Dakota Prescott. She kind of looked like Ariana Grande if she rode the short bus. I still say single digits. I'll go 6 beers. Next, we got Tammy Tagovailoa. She pretty cute. I'd say probably 8 beers. Samantha Darnold just got out the ICU from a car crash. Damn! She does have nice hair, so I'm not going to say the entire case, but 22 beers.
He said not the entire case.
That pretty much is the entire case.
He said 22 beer. Samantha Darnold. I really liked Aaron Rodgers. Erin.
Yeah.
Well, we're down to it, guys. Week 17 is upon us. This is the current playoff picture. And clearly my team is officially out. But I know your Raiders are still in it to win it if they can. You guys got a tough game this weekend.
Yeah, as best as we can. I mean, Waller's still out again, and this time it's COVID protocol, so he's on that. And I don't know if Brian Edwards, our other wide receiver, is back, but possibly. So if we have him, that might give us a chance. Defense definitely needs to step up against these Colts. They're not nothing to play around with, and it's an away game for us. I mean, this is definitely a must win because we have to be able to at least go in ahead of the Chargers when we play them last game of the season in January. And I just don't know. I don't know if we can beat the Colts. I don't know. I feel like we can, but I doubt we will. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick them when we do our pick'ems, but
Colts is tough, man. It's a tough
Colts
one.
are very tough. That's a tough one. Stranger things.
Hey, Alana, how are going? Yes, the Bulls. You know what? It's officially no more football season for me. Of course, I'm still watching. I'm still cheering for my team, but it's officially NBA season around here.
Right.
So I got to rip for these guys because my Bulls, man, whoo, they're like, I think a game and a half behind Brooklyn in the East. They're number one, of course, and they're in their division. I think they just creamed Atlanta today. They were up by 20 last time I was looking at the game, but
okay.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers.
Too.
Oh, yeah. Aaron Rodgers talked about how he's making a decision after the season, whether it be staying with Green Bay, retiring, or moving on to another team, and that he'll make the decision swiftly. He's not going to draw it out. He's not going to go on a Hawaiian vacation for 4 months beforehand. So should be interesting because, of course, when he leaves or if he stays, Devontae Adams will leave or stay as well. And I know that the Raiders want them, of course.
We would love to have them.
Seattle wouldn't mind having him either. Could you imagine Devontae Adams, DK, and Tyler Lockett? I'd be loving that one. But
yeah, I can't imagine him wearing that kind of color anyway. I see him wearing the black and silver, honestly. But yeah, you try that. See how that works out for you. I mean the decision is only going to be made if he wins the Super Bowl or not. That's where it comes down to. If he wins the Super Bowl, it's kind of a big middle finger to Green Bay. I'm out. If he does not win the Super Bowl, could be the same scenario, but with an option to possibly stay. Who knows? He got the MVP last season. He wins the Super Bowl this season. It's probably going to be deuces. I'm out.
I mean, if he wins Super Bowl, he might just want to stay. Like, well, shoot. I mean, we're over it. We've chopped it. We've swept all the drama under the bridge, and let's just keep going for it. Because but
if they win, they're not going to do it back to back. No teams are able to do back to backs these days. I don't know what's going on with the climate of NBA, baseball, basketball. Football and all that, hockey. No teams do back to backs. So if they win this one,
they could go back to it, though.
They could go back to it, but doesn't necessarily mean they'll win it. I mean, they could.
But they could.
They could. But that's long since the day.
They got a great team, especially if they were to have like no injuries too. I mean, they have been plagued with some injuries here and there, and we'll see how his toe keeps up for the rest of the playoffs. But getting that first week off would probably be pretty nice as well to help. Yeah,
their bye is crazy. That's going to be interesting. How they get that?
Oh man, Joe Burrow. That's one guy I wish I'd have picked up in fantasy football because this guy. 525 yards
straight
this
rookie
weekend.
Just doing it.
Man, killed the Ravens. They're leading the AFC North. The Chiefs, they clinched their AFC West title, blah, blah, blah. Biggest ticket buster clearly was the Chargers. I think I had the Chargers on 3 of my parlay tickets. Of course, they all lost because how do you not think that Justin Herbert is going to come into Texas and not win?
You would think that, right?
You would think that.
You would think it didn't happen.
I even hit Natasha and I was like, so she had posted something about how she needs to find new teams. And I think the Texans heard you because they're trying to tell you to stay because they came out and what was like 41-20. It was like crazy numbers too. Like they came out and pulled one off. So congrats to the Texans on their third win of the season, I guess. But 95% of tickets had the Chargers money line on it because it was just that much of the easy money.
Right. You would think it's at any given Sunday game where they just want to show up, kind of like how Detroit did. Yeah.
Yeah.
So It happens. It's
And for all of our Cowboy fans out there, because we've been seeing and hearing from you all week and all weekend. Of course, you guys clinched the NFC West or NFC East. Sorry, they took down the Washington football team hard, like 56 to like
it's
14.
the Washington football team. The Raiders should have even won that game.
Yeah, but even Dak,
well.
I mean, here's the deal. Dak has been crap on fantasy football for like the last 3 weeks. So I took him out. I put Stafford in. I was like, you know what? I'm tired of getting like half your points. Let me put Stafford in. Of course, the 1 week I do, and he goes off for like 4 touchdowns.
Right.
So needless to say, I'm not winning either of my fantasy football leagues, but I'm not the loser either. So how about you? How's your fantasy football going, Mo?
Well, I just didn't. I'm still in the divisional round in the guys league, so I'm second place.
Oh, they're pulling it all the way out to like the week 17 and 18, huh? Wow.
So
okay.
I'm probably gonna lose, which I am, but I'm not dead last, which is great. So I just lose with a bang. And in the girls league, I'm out. There's nothing to see on that. Nordy Club, I tanked. That's the one where I finished last in all of them, of them. And I'm just focused on my basketball fantasy leagues right now. Because right now I was holding the number 1 spot in one of them. Now I'm bumped to number 2. I got the number 3 spot in another one. And then the one that has no ILs. Shame on you, Phoenix Mo, for doing
no
that.
IR.
To us. 12 players, no ILs, not an IL plus, not a nothing to spare us.
Making you guys struggle, huh?
We are struggling. I tell people that I commissioned on the other leagues. I said, you don't know what it's like out there. I've given you guys 3 IL spots or IR spots. Well, they're ILs in basketball. They're not the IR, but ILs. I gave you 3 IL spots. I helped you guys out during this COVID thing. I'm in a league where I don't get any opportunities. If they're out, they're out. And I can't even adjust or drop them because they're too good of a player. I can't even make those adjustments. It's a 12-man league. So 12-team league. So with that being said, you have no players out there to try and go for.
Not with 12 teams. Dang.
No, exactly. It's hectic out in these streets. It really is.
Oh man.
That's why I say you also want there. You just don't know what it's like.
That's why I told you I'm not doing basketball. Like between the everyday games or 5 games a week or 4 games a week and the constant players, plus this was prior to even all this COVID stuff happening. There's no way. There's just no way. There's no way I could do it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm managing it just fine because you can set your week and you just tap in. Like I tap in every once in a while just to see. But when I had a majority of my team last week all on COVID, there's nothing I can do. All I can do is just sit them, ride the points that I can accumulate and take that L. And that's exactly what happened. And it knocked me down. So it's all good. I'll be back. This is a long season. It is a revolving door. Let's just make sure that all these. I mean, I got Anthony Edwards down. Trey Young just came back off of it. I mean, it's Lou Dort. Like it's crazy. Just people on my squad. It makes no sense that these guys are out like that.
Dropping like flies.
But
before we leave football, I just wanted to shout out Edith because she posted a thing about Ben Roethlisberger this morning on our group. So Big Ben apparently has invited all former teammates and players to come to Monday Night Football game because this possibly could be his last game. So we had heard him earlier say in the year that this was his last year with the Steelers and perhaps just his last year playing.
Okay. It's time.
So the article mentioned or the meme mentioned like, maybe if they got into the playoffs that it might change, but I don't know if that's even a possibility.
It's time.
Yeah.
They need to make changes. It's time.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of changes around the NFL for some of these teams. Although for my team, oh gosh, the whole Browns team, I mean, what a disappointment. I mean,
Baker Mayfield, I've been telling you that this guy is not the guy.
He's not it.
2 seasons with OBJ, you do nothing with him. The Rams get him, and in 2.5 hours, he's effective. It makes no sense.
Such high hopes for the Browns. That was like I wanted to root for them. They were my underdog team, and then they just kept on phasing out. Well,
the injuries and just the drama, and not to nothing. It's just that Case Keenum and Baker Mayfield and their third string quarterback all have the same type of passing percentage and passing ratings. They're exactly the same person, and they still effectively cannot work their line. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. I mean,
I wanted to go for them. I really did. I wanted them to win this week, but I knew it was going to be impossible. But I wanted them to try to win. It just wasn't going to work. It would have been nice.
Yeah.
No.
Should be
Unfortunate.
interesting. The Colts are without Carson Wentz, who did test positive for COVID and is on the COVID list. He's also unvaxxed. So that's interesting. The NFL and NBA did change their protocols, though, for COVID with asymptomatic as far as 5 and 6 days. I think 5 days for NFL, 6 days for the NBA.
Right.
I don't know how that's affected with vaxxed or unvaxxed. But more than likely, he'll be out on Sunday, which would be good for you guys, at least.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, that would be, man. Who's their backup over there?
I don't know offhand, but I do know they were trying to reach out to Phillip Rivers to come, and I guess, yeah, right.
I mean, they do that, then we definitely gonna win that game. Jeez.
It's a lot.
They're gonna get Phil Rivers off his couch to come in.
He was trying to. He's still being in the announcer's booth talking about he's still got it. He's still keeping it together. But Adam Thielen is out for this season. He got injured, needed surgery on Tuesday. Jimmy G. I thought there was a conspiracy to tank Jimmy G so they could play Trevor Lawrence, but apparently his thumb is okay and he doesn't need surgery. So all Uniter fans, you may get stuck with Jimmy G for another game.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Sadly,
yeah. And then Bruce Arians is out too. He got the COVID, and Mike Evans too was placed on Monday. So we'll see how these new regulations for COVID and coming back within those 5 or 6 days can affect both the NFL and NBA. I know the hockey as well did it too, but Canada's like, no, we're sticking to 10 days.
Yeah.
We're not playing that.
Here's the craziest thing about Canada, too. Joe Rogan booked a show in Vancouver that sold out, and he can't even enter Canada to go do it.
Why
so you
not?
book us because they're not allowing him in if he's not vaccinated or whatever.
Oh, you have to be vaxxed or something?
Yes. But he booked a show in Vancouver. It's a sold-out show. He can't even do the show. They're not letting him in.
Dang, wouldn't somebody have let him know that ahead of time and his management
right
team, way to drop the ball, fellas.
But he should have known with Canada, they're not playing any games anyway, regardless of what the situation is now or then. That's how they've been rolling.
Canada don't play. Like, I know if you have a DUI, they won't even let you over across the border.
Right.
There's a record of that. Like, there's a lot of stuff.
So Canada's no play. He should have already known that going in. He tried it. He thought he could just.
He thought
I'm Joe. I can get on in there. Yeah. No, didn't work. Sold out show. You got fans waiting for you. Can't even get into your show.
So it was still a last minute too, like when he's trying to get there.
Guess day of or something. I just saw it on social media.
Lord.
I was like,
you imagine
what is
his rant after that? Jeez.
He's a lot.
Yeah. So I haven't really been watching a lot of bowl games, but I know there's been some cancellations. They've already had like a military bowl, Fenway Bowl, both called off. Miami was going against Washington State in the Sun Bowl, and Miami got out because of COVID. The Holiday Bowl, we were talking about this yesterday on Tuesday. Mind you, these teams had to skip Christmas and been practicing for the last 2 weeks.
Right.
They called the game 2 hours before yesterday, before the game were to start, because UCLA was having COVID issues. That's crazy. 2 hours?
That
beforehand?
is. See?
Oh, it's wild. And then,
gotta love a Marion.
Yeah. And then, of course, this Friday, New Year's Eve, we've got our semis with the championships. We got Cincinnati at Alabama for the Cotton Bowl, Georgia at Michigan for the Orange Bowl, 12:30 Pacific time and 4:30 Pacific time. Championships on January 10th. But hey, they said it. If one of these teams can't play because of COVID, they'll try and reschedule. But if they can't, it's an automatic forfeit. Now that's wild. Could you imagine getting all this way and you got a forfeit?
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know.
That is so insane. And the Lakers lost 104-99. We've lost.
What was the final score?
104-99.
Oh, I still won though. I still got plus.
Yes, you got your cover. You're good. 104-99. They covered for you. Yeah, you totally
That's what I'm
got
talking about.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Good job. Good job, Lakers.
Yeah.
I don't know what's
Lakers
up with the boys,
lose.
but man, them Grizzly. I mean, come on. Like, I don't. You're
it's
still
so
now you're 2 games under 500.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Trades are going to happen before the All-Star break or something, before the trade deadline. Trade deadline, I believe, is February 8th or something like that. Something's going to happen. because this is not working. And I told you it wasn't going to work.
Yeah.
Told the audience it wasn't going to
you
work.
did.
These players
sure
are
did.
older. They need young legs. They don't have any young legs. You want to watch him play with all these legends and his friends on this world tour. That's a great thing to do. Look at it for that value, but for competitive edge, no. We always are up at halftime. It's the second half. If you want to bet Lakers in the first half. Any game. By halftime, we'll be up by 4
Sound
points.
advice, Mo. Sounded voice.
Second half, that's when it goes from sugar to shinola. Come on. And we had like a losing streak, a 6-game losing streak. It got snapped the other night. LeBron came through for us. And then this night tonight just was not working. Yeah, so we're back.
Ah, man. And Isaiah Thomas, who was playing with you guys, his 10-day contract is up. He signed with the Mavericks tonight or today. So I don't know if he played today or not, but that's what I was saying. Like, he's going to have a new collection. He already had a collection before when he played.
Right.
Now he's going to have a whole new collection with playing.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, as long as this COVID replacement stuff happens, I'm sure he's going to still keep getting those calls, you know?
Oh, yeah. It's great for him. He's getting gigs. He's getting a paycheck. I mean, listen. Hey, I'll jump out, suit up wherever I need to go. I'm that sixth man, you know. I'm that type of guy, right?
Right.
Yeah, so that's good.
What's up, Kente? Happy New Year's to you as well. Yes, Mo was checking out the Lakers game as well. We were just talking about that. At least I got my bet.
Games. Yeah. Your Bulls are looking nice. You're covered too. I don't even know why.
Hey, Arlington, my fellow Bulls fan there. Shout out to Arlington.
Yes. Hey, Arlington.
What's up, the Sportsanista, Cassandra? Yes. Happy New Year to you. Kyrie is back. He's officially cleared. He's going to be playing part-time, playing the away games, of course, because in New York, they don't allow the unvaxxed to be playing. When he was interviewed, he actually sounded pretty good. I mean, he's like, I knew the consequences, but I wasn't prepared for this. Like, he didn't know it would come down to basically New York changing their rules and things of that nature, and then this happening. So, but he is back. KD is also back. So the Nets, I'm sure, will be trying to keep that number one spot for my Bulls. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Steph hits his 3,000th career three-pointer last night.
Of course he did.
But then still loses to the Nuggets.
Yeah.
They lost to the Nuggets. That messed up a parlay last night. So yeah, it was terrible.
It's gonna be off and on thing. When is Clay coming back? Are we expecting a January return with him? Or what's
I
going
think
on
it's
with
January now. I know they were talking about previously before December, but I think it's January. It'll be. I'm happy to see him back. That's going to be great. I mean, 2 years. Can you imagine? Like,
yeah. God. Did you see what Katie tweeted about that young kid that had showed his little basketball?
I didn't see, but I kind of saw. I think I saw. Like, I didn't see it all now. Huh?
Yeah, he called it trash. He said an expletive to the kid that it was trash. Which, technically speaking, the kid did double dribble and he was traveling. It wasn't like a great slick play, but it's still a kid. I mean, I guess the debate is whether or not he should have came that hard at him, because it's like a life lesson of this is what people are going to do. They're going to trash talk you. Or if he should have said, you know, maybe some constructive feedback to the kid, which the kid responded eloquently in a tweet with class saying, you know, thanks for, I didn't know my thing would get noticed by you, but I mean, any tips you can give me, you know, to help my game, improve my game, let me know.
Cold-blooded.
But he basically was cold with it. Saying it was trash. Was trash to do that kind of move anyway, though, honestly.
You know, KD got them Twitter fingers, so
he does. He holds nothing back.
He don't got the filter. He got Twitter fingers. Right. He's like the worst person you could leave alone on a phone.
Oh yeah, and he does not discriminate.
Yeah. Listen, the Warriors versus the Nuggets in a 7-game series for sure taking it. It's just sad that they lost to the Warriors after, like, you know, it was a bad game. I just couldn't believe it. I was like, that was again on my parlay and unexpected again as well. I don't know. We talked about the NHL a little bit. They were changing their COVID protocols. Canada's keeping 10 days. Vancouver's doing 7 days. And then, of course, the rest of the U.S. doing 5. Our coach DeBoer, he was actually out with COVID or on the protocol list for the game yesterday, which they beat the Kings 6-3. So we're 21-12. We're I want to say a couple games up in the first place of the Pacific Division, so we're doing good. There's actually a New Year's Eve game. If anybody wants to go, it's at noon. So you're able to get to and from the game before freeways close down and ramps are closed off. So it's soon one because most people have off or school's off. It's be a great game to take kids to because school is still out. But again, it's at noon versus Ducks on Friday.
That's not a bad look. That's not a bad look at all.
Daytime, be on the strip, know what the traffic's going to be like. Everybody trying to get there before it closes down like that.
Yeah, that could be a little hectic, but still, it got the Knights game. Wow.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to a former Mariner who has retired as a Mariner. I'm happy to hear that. Kyle Seager, of course, retired after his 11 years with the Mariners. He made the announcement today that he was a free agent, and I guess he just decided to retire versus exploring the free agency market, especially during this lockdown that we're in. We're still unsure as to what's happening with Major League Baseball. We can only hope that spring training and the schedule continues as it's supposed to, but we probably won't know more of that until after the new year.
Well, they were able to get Dodgers were able to get Belly in before the lockout. He agreed to a contract and he got paid some money. So he was the only one so far that got bread in before this big lockout. So we'll see. It's interesting.
Yeah. It is. So, that'll be interesting. I'm glad that he did retire as a Mariner. He didn't go anywhere, but at the same time, it's kind of like he had his best season last year. Like he had 101 RBIs. He had 35 home runs. Like in his 11th season, he was doing some of his career high stats. So,
and that's
sorry to see him go, but hey, maybe at his, maybe it's just time for him to spend time with the family and enjoy it,
Yeah.
Cassandra, what do you think about the Aces supposedly pursuing Becky
let's
Hammond?
talk about it. She's an alum.
Talk about it. Yes.
She's an alum. We retired her jersey. I think it's a best fitting option, if possible, to get her. I would definitely love to see her be one of the first NBA female head coaches in that league.
For sure.
But if she has an opportunity to come down to WNBA and be a coach for our Aces, I feel like with the squad that we have, she could turn us around and we'd be definitely championship bound and probably win a championship. I would love it.
Yeah,
I
would love it also. I think when I first read the article that Las Vegas was one of the people that were looking at her for a job,
New York too.
I sent the message to you because I was like, wait, are we in the market for a head coach? Because there really hadn't been a lot of there hadn't been a lot of publication about us needing a head coach or that something happened to Bill or Bill was resigning or Bill decided to take a job elsewhere. There was nothing like that in media or news. So for it to all of a sudden be out that Las Vegas is looking at Becky Hammond, I was like, so does Bill know? Did anybody tell
he
Bill
knows.
I think it'd be a good
another role.
I think it would definitely change the dynamic of the team. And I think it might be helpful for some of the ladies that maybe can't deal with Bill's style of coaching. And to see where that to see how that transpires. Again, I also want Becky to be one of the first head coaches in the NBA. If this is a step for her to possibly get that, I don't know if she can return back to the NBA after this. That's up to the discretion of the NBA and however that works. But it would be great to have her with us. I would love it.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, she's an alum with us. I mean, we just did her jersey retirement this past year season. So
when's Pop going though? Like Pop may play until he can't get off the ground. I love Pop. But yeah, I don't know.
I love Pop too.
A 3-year plan time's up. Yeah. I mean, he did. He had a 3-year plan, but none of us heard him say, yeah, well, my 3 years is up and I'm going to move to the office, or I'm going to move to another team, or I'm going to retire from coaching. So it was just, I think it was odd. I just saw it and was like, oh, so when do we,
And if he transitions into an office role, because he was president of basketball operations before in the past, and if he gets into another type of role similar to that, fine. But he gave it his 3-year try. We tried it with him. It's not working, and we need some fresh eyes on our team and on our ladies. Like I'm with it. You texted me that. Shout out to Quan. He texted me that same evening about it too. Expressed the same delightment of it all. They were like, wait, is Bill fired? I'm like, no, I didn't say that. Right. They just said he was going to do a different role. So it's good that they didn't. I mean, that probably would have been the Christmas blow that we would have been shocked a little bit about. But I did see that change needed to happen. In the past 2 seasons, I had said that something is amiss and something needs to be adjusted with him. So
Yeah,
if they can bring
agree.
Becky, that's star power too. I mean, that's going to bring seats in too to see Becky
Mhm.
Hammond. Not only have I seen Becky Hammond coach in summer league when she's coaching the Spurs during the summer league, she's effective that way as well. But to just have her
Very.
as a head and a lady, like yes, bring Becky if we can.
Yeah. You're right. I mean, I would hope she gets the Spurs job, but again, when does Pop
I would love to
retire?
get
That's
that,
the
but when is
question.
he gonna? Yeah, I would love that. And not for nothing, when she coached that game, it wasn't a bad game she coached, but they ended up losing too. I don't know what they're looking at when it comes to that, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's still. I mean, we would all
Just
love to
because
see
we
a woman
think she
head
needs
coach.
it doesn't mean that she's gonna get it, And they
Yeah.
rotate these head coaches
Just like the Blazers game, the Blazers head coach.
like
She
chips. So
she was interviewing for that job and didn't get it. So
Mhm.
I don't know, but who knows? So yeah. Oh, gosh. I wanted to, before we get, because I have a lot of shoes to get through, because I told you guys we were going to do what's coming up into 2022 of some of these releases. So I wanted to quickly, before that, just do a quick girl power. Of course, it's going to go to Candace Parker, who is the
Yes,
AP
Candace.
Female Athlete of the Year. Little thing that I didn't know, she's the only WNBA player to ever win the AP Female Athlete of the Year. The only one.
Wow. That's
She's
great.
won it twice. She won it 13 years ago. Of course, she wins it today after leading the Sky to their first WNBA title. She won over Katie Ledecky, the swimmer, and as well as Simone Biles. But when I read that she is the only WNBA player to have won that, I just, hopefully times are changing. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So crazy. Anyways, guys, so sneakers. Reminder, tomorrow, the patent red AJs, they drop, patent breeds drop tomorrow. So
I'm
if you can
debating.
get in it.
I'm debating. I don't know.
I'm still waiting.
I looking
for
at
mine
them in
to get
different
here.
pictures, and I'm just like, I don't know if I really like them.
I like them, and I liked them.
I like
saw
the
someone
colors
put
because
the
the
red
bulls,
laces
yeah.
in them. I saw
Yeah,
someone
they're
put the
gonna be
red
fly.
laces in them, and
They're gonna be
mine are
fly. I
shipped.
just
They
don't
should be
know.
here.
You need
by
to
the
wear
new
those
year.
often. Don't let them sit dead because that patent leather does crack. So make sure you are.
You know, I got my cases, so
Yeah, make sure you don't let them things break down, honey. Wear them joints.
No. So
Did the
first
Lakers,
off,
real quick,
huh?
did the Aces, as you're showing the shoes, did the Aces announce their schedule yet for the season?
They have. It's
Oh,
posted.
okay. I didn't look
We
at
talked
it.
about it on a show. It's maybe
Did
like
we?
a month
I don't
ago when
remember.
they announced it. Yeah.
Did they?
Because they increased their season by like 4 games
Right.
this year.
Because just out of the Sparks just redid their schedule again. So she was like, the Aces.
Oh, okay.
All right. Anyway, drop the sneakers. Let's go with the fours.
Yep. Got the infrareds, fours. Those are dropping February 2nd. I like those. I like that color. It's not really the infrared that I think it almost looks peach here for some reason. Maybe it's just the picture.
It's the infrared for sure. I'm checking for those pink ones I just saw.
What pink ones?
They got some pink ones that's coming
The
out later on in
lows?
the years.
The
No,
lows,
they're
I think?
fours. No, they're fours.
Okay.
But they're just not an announced drop, but they're coming.
So the playoffs are coming back. The AJ12s, the playoffs, All-Star Weekend this year will be. I think that's what mid-February or something usually. Right around Valentine's Day is usually All-Star Weekend. So those will be dropping All-Star Weekend-ish. Let's see. We've got the AJ1 highs, the dark marina blue. These will be dropping on February 16th. Yeah, the fours are fire. Let me see what else I got. I didn't really organize them too well, huh? Ah, yes, the Aj1 Og Brotherhood. So of course these are a nod to Michael Jordan's fraternity, Omega Psi. So these I'm sure will be hot commodity. Although the purple looks a little different to me than I think their colorway is, but
I don't know. I'm gonna dot them as a Lakers shoe.
Well, then I'm gonna dot him as a Husky shoe. Even though
the purple and gold is a little deeper than what the Lakers are, I can still pull it off. I don't have a Lakers shoe, so that probably will work. I remember when they were talking about releasing those.
Yeah, those are nice. There's also the Year of the Tiger. It's a set or a collection that's coming out in February. So you've got the middle one is the AJ1 Low OG. Year of the Tiger. The one on the left is the AJ1, AJ6 low. And the one on the right is the Jordan Legacy, the 312. So all those are for the Chinese New Year collection. I'm not really feeling any of those per se. I'm not. Yeah.
All right.
They all right. AJ6s, the UNC coming out
Carolina
March
Blues.
5th. I do love those. I'm not a 6 fan a lot. I do have, I think, a 1 pair, and I have a low pair of the Seahawks colorway.
I
but
own no
these are
6s
nice.
whatsoever.
Right. I don't know. I kind of like it. Of course,
They're Carolina Blues. I mean, here we go.
Yeah. The 13s, the Concord, the French blue, or not the Concord, sorry, the French blues, 13s. I'm not a fan of 13. I got 1 pair, and that's all I need.
I don't own no 13s. I don't go past 11.
I got the original Carolina 13s, and those.
Yeah.
That was it. That was it.
Yeah.
We got the AJ
Now, those 6s are kind of dope.
6s, the Georgetowns. So these are coming out September of 2022.
Are those all suede?
It looked like it. I couldn't tell from the picture, but it looks like it. I mean, they're pretty nice. I like the all gray.
Sweet.
I do want a gray. I do want a gray pair. So, the AJ5 Concords. This will be fall of 2022. Kind of like a reverse grape or something.
Yeah.
Let's see. I do like these ones. The high OGs, the heirloom. These are fall 2022.
Yeah, those aren't bad colorway either.
And then you've got the AJ7s, the citrus. I don't own those 7s. I don't think I ever want to, but I'm not really fond of this colorway either. Citrus will be in sometime in 2022. There was no set date yet.
Okay.
And then we've got the women's AJ1 OGs. This is the starfish coming summer 2022, of course.
Another starfish, huh?
Yeah, I like these ones too. And I feel like they drop these orange ones in the summer for WNBA season as well. So it kind of gets people. I mean, I wouldn't mind these ones either. Those are nice.
Yeah. Good.
For sure. And I think last but not least, we got the AJ1 OGs, the yellow toe, drop in August 2022.
If you like lemon drops or you're a Steelers fan, that's the shoe for you.
No kidding. Those are definitely Steelers shoes. Yeah.
Or if you just like black and yellow. If you want to be a
black
bumblebee.
black and yellow.
Yeah,
a bumblebee for Halloween.
Yeah,
you can get those just in time.
Yeah, if you want to borrow my bumblebee costume and wear those with it, you totally can.
Facts. Oh my
Super
goodness.
sneaker drop, I guess. Wow.
All right. Yeah. So moving on into some pick'ems. I won last week 3-2.
Congratulations. Good.
Finally, man,
Yeah.
you're still up 7-6. We've got week 17 coming. So we'll see how that goes. First off
down to the end.
We're coming down to the end. It's been a wild ride.
Mm-hmm.
So can't believe the season's almost over again. Oh man,
I'm ready though. I'm ready.
It's like been a short year, but a long year at the same time. Like it's felt short now that we're here, but it's
a long dramatic season. It just was a season of too much drama. Like it was just crazy.
It's a lot. I think Cassandra had posted that meme of Bernie when he was in his chair at the inauguration,
with the mitts,
and she was like, "I know this has been a long year, but this was only 11 months ago." And I'm like, "It feels like it was 5 years ago."
I know. That is so funny. Bernie in the mittens.
Oh man,
legs
all right,
crossed.
So we got
mittens.
Philly at Washington. Washington obviously has been struggling the last couple of weeks. Will they turn it around? I don't know. I'm gonna go with Philly. You know, Jalen Hurts has been looking pretty good for them.
I am too.
Slightly impressed. I wouldn't even mind getting rid of Russell, taking Jalen and their 2 first-round draft picks and leaving it at that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know who you guys could get. I really don't know who you could get. Jalen Hurts probably would not be a bad fit over there. That would be a good start for him.
At least, for us, at least gives us something because we can't.
But I also think,
I don't know.
Well, I also think Pete needs to go too. So I don't know. Y'all need coaching too.
Yeah.
So
And
it just
Pete doesn't
depends.
feel that we need to rebuild at all. So I think there's something already wrong.
Time to go, sir. Time to go.
I love you, Pete, but
Time
it's
to
time.
go.
You at 82 or 73 or whatever, how old he is the oldest coach alive. I mean, you've had a great run.
What's
We
the song?
appreciate you.
It's closing time. Yeah, it's closing time, sir. You've got
Take your
to
Monarchs and go hang out by the lake, enjoy
You got to
life.
go, sir. Time to go on that note.
Yeah. All right, so we got the Rams at Baltimore. Lamar Jackson was still hobbling around during practice today. They're unsure of his status for Sunday.
Boy, dumpster fire. Jesus.
You said, boy.
Please, God. I had him on my fantasy too. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure many of us did at some point. He definitely did not.
I need the season in so he can get better. I really do. I just need him to lay up and heal up.
So I'm guessing we'll both be going for the Rams.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Although Matthew Stafford's been struggling, he has not been doing well.
He has been.
Those Rams need him. Yeah.
He has been, and not for nothing. Sometimes without Lamar, those Ravens do step up and they can do something. But I mean, I don't think
because his backup isn't bad. The backup,
no, his backup's not bad at all. Exactly. So, jeez,
God, man. The Bucks of the Jets. I think that's a no-brainer.
Yes, we'll go with the Bucks.
Could it be the upset of the week? Who knows? There's always
it could be because not for nothing. The Bucks have a lot of people still out.
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans is still out.
Yeah.
They got a lot of people out. But I still don't think it's enough for the Jets. So I'm going to go with the Buccaneers.
We've got the Dolphins at Tennessee at the Titans.
Ooh, that's going to be a good one.
It's going to be a good one. Miami's, I think, won 7 straight now.
Yeah.
And,
they're the only team in the league that has had 7 straight losses and 7 straight wins. Can you imagine? It's
a turnaround. Like that's how it should go.
It's the craziest thing ever. They've had
better that than 7 wins than 7 losses.
Wow. How do you have that in one season? A franchise has 7 straight losses and 7 straight wins.
When you can't figure out your quarterback until halfway through the season.
Pretty much. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go with Miami. I'm gonna just roll with Miami on this and just see what happens.
All right, I'm gonna go with Tennessee the Titans. I don't know. Tannehill hasn't been doing great, and of course, they're still waiting for Derrick Henry to get back, which I don't think happens until playoffs. So that's still. Although AJ Brown being back was pretty impressive, so we'll see how that goes. You got the Jaguars at the Patriots. I mean,
New England. They need a revenge game. They lost badly the other night, so let's see them come back on that.
All right, we've got your Raiders at the Colts.
Oh, Jesus. Well, like you said, no Carson Wentz. Yeah, no Carson Wentz.
There's some possibility there, but their defense
is unstoppable. That's what I'm saying. You got to look at the defense on that. But I'm going to go with my Raiders. I'm going to pick my Raiders just so I could just have some solidarity with them going forward for the last 2 games of the season. Our hunt probably will end officially on Sunday, but just in case it doesn't, let me root for my team. I'm going to roll with them.
Well,
in Madden's name, I'm going to roll with them. The ghost of Madden might bless us with something. So I'm going
just
to put
more
that
so wondering, like, are they going to put Mariota in at all? Because if you got a great D,
he's out.
He's out.
He's out from the COVID protocols. I don't think they brought him back. Mariota went down last week, so he's still out.
I feel like there needs to be another option besides Derek sometimes. Like they just need that extra
course.
person.
I agree with you. I totally agree with you. I mean, we would love that.
Because I've been ride or dying the in-season Hard Knocks, I'm going to go with the Colts. I still, of course, would hope for your Raiders to make it, but I don't know. The Colts D is just.
I know.
I wish I had a D. I wish my team had a D and an O line like that. Like it wouldn't even matter. They have Carson Wentz as their quarterback. It doesn't really matter who your quarterback is when your offensive and your defensive line is phenomenal.
Yeah.
That's why we could have Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
But anyway,
where I can see Carr going though. I can see him going to the Browns in the imminent future. I can see him going over there more so if he were to leave our Raiders.
Okay.
Then I don't know who we get. Hopefully Aaron Rodgers.
He said he's got Josh Jacobs going off on the game. So hey.
Well, let's hope so. He needs to. Shoot, I got him in my fantasy too. He's slated to do 34 points. I need him to bust it out for real.
Bust it wide open.
Yeah, he does.
The Chiefs at the Bengals, another good one because Joe Burrow's been going off, but of course you're going against Patty Mahomes in the squad. Kelsey, I think, is still out, or he was out last week. I don't know if he's back for this weekend. That will probably play a major factor.
Are they playing in Cincinnati?
They are.
Well, Kansas City is known to win on the road, so I'm gonna roll with the Chiefs. I hate to do this because it's AFC West, but they're already clinched, so just Kansas City Chiefs.
I mean, I know the Bengals have been doing great, but it's kind of like.
Trust me, I love Cincinnati, but I like Joe. That's the LSU guy, of course. It's my brother from another mother school. So and Mixon and what's that, Jamar Chase and all of them. Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? We're gonna have to go with Kansas City.
Okay.
The
Giants at Chicago. Of course, Chicago coming off the big last minute 2-point conversion win over my squad.
I know. I honestly thought you guys
to Jimmy Graham of all people. Right. Like, come on, really?
I looked at that score again and I was like, wait, what? I thought it was
up by like 14. I mean, it was good. I was stress free until all of a sudden it was like, oh, here, have the game. We're good. We don't want to have a chance.
I even told a Bears fan that didn't even watch that you guys they had lost. I didn't realize going back. I was at the screenshot it and sent it back to him. I was like, oh, my bad. Y'all won.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yep. They didn't look good either. Like, it was a bad loss for us. They weren't even good. I'm going with the Giants. I just want the Giants to beat them just because, not that the Giants are good by no means, but
I understand. I'm gonna shoot for the Bears and see what they do.
Okay.
See if they can do 2 in a row.
Yeah, we got the Falcons at the Bills.
Oh, Bills.
I mean, they came great last weekend.
They did. But I'm still gonna go. I'm gonna still ride with Josh Allen.
I mean, I can't give any credit to the Falcons. I mean, Patterson is the only thing that's been happening for the Falcons. I don't know why. Speaking of like Big Ben, like I don't know what Matt Ryan's going to be doing because he has not had it together for a couple years, 2, maybe 3.
Right.
Yeah, I can't. The Texans at the 49ers. Hey, Texans, if this is your day, if you want to hit 2 in a row.
Man, I'm saying this would be the opportunity of a lifetime for them to win for sure. Jeez. I low-key want to pick them. I low-key want to pick them just to see them do it.
Man, I'll pick them for you. I'll pick it.
I'm going to take them with you. Texans. I'll take them with you. Okay. Let's do it.
Let's go hard.
Yeah, let's do it.
I wonder what that spread is. I'm almost interested in that spread. So I don't know. We've got Broncos at the Chargers. Chargers, they've got to win this one because really, are they out of it? Are they out of it? I think
no, they're tied with us now after we beat after they lost. They're still in the hunt too. So I don't want them to win. I need the Broncos to do this, but there's still no Teddy Bridgewater, so I don't know what they're gonna do. But I'm just gonna be a hater, and I gotta pull for the Broncos. It's simple as that.
No, I hear you. I just feel like Justin's better than this, and whatever they did in Texas, it has to get fixed. So
he totally is. I just don't want him to win.
Yeah. Carolina at the Saints. Hopefully they get a quarterback back because Monday was hard to watch. Monday Night Football with the Dolphins was.
I didn't even watch it.
They had total of -2 yards in the first quarter. It was the lowest that Sean Payton's ever had as a coach for them. So, but then again, it's Carolina. Like, I haven't even seen Christian McCaffrey do anything throughout all the injuries and whatnot.
Everybody wanted Christian McCaffrey as the #1 draft pick in fantasy. Well, we all should have been gunning for Cooper Kupp.
Right. Or even Jonathan on the Colts.
Yeah.
Man. Who are you going for? Saints as well? I know it's your team.
Yeah. I think they'll be able to pull it off. Maybe. No Taysom Hill, though. Or
are they both still out, though?
They're both still out, I think.
Well, I know Jameis is, but I don't know if Taysom Hill was.
My thing is,
I got Kamara on my fantasy, and they have Kamara as a quarterback option because of his history of playing quarterback before. Just let him go for it. Let him get those points for me.
He's definitely going to run the ball.
He did Sunday. They did not give him the ball for nothing. He barely had 60 fantasy. He barely had 60 yards. Barely. Or Monday, I mean. Yeah, it was bad.
Yes,
the
the
Lions.
Panthers, so I'm going to do the Saints for sure. You picked the Saints too, or who'd you pick?
Yeah, yeah, I picked them both.
All right.
The Lions at Seattle. I still got to roll with my team.
I'm going to roll with Seattle on this. I just think
and this is what's tough is that we could have beat the
something.
Bears. We almost beat the Rams if it wasn't for those stupid calls. And we could very well beat the Lions. We could have been in the playoffs over these last 3 games.
Right.
You said you're picking who? Sorry.
I'm picking Seahawks.
Okay.
I know you were on your thing. But yeah, I'm picking the Seahawks.
Yeah. Hey, Weeksy. I can't believe Weeksy's actually watching right now.
What am I drinking? Lemonade and Jamba Juice.
Her favorite.
I take my Jamba Juice orange seed that I get, and then I put the lemonade in and then mix it.
Weeksy's in town in February, so he told us we have. Yep.
I have to see you.
All right. The Cardinals at Dallas. I'm against everything Dallas. They've already clinched.
Cardinals for sure. I just don't even care about this Dallas team. I got in a huge debate with a Dallas fan on Instagram, and
you can't even talk to
this
Dallas
anymore.
Fan.
You can't even talk. They accuse themselves of not being delusional. The whole conversation within itself is delusional, thus proving my point that the fan base is delusional. Shout out to Stephanie. I really appreciate you going to the Raiders game and blessing us with a win. So, being a Cowboys fan, I'm not going to hate on you too much on that, but I was happy that you were able to check out Allegiant Stadium and experience that and be our good luck charm.
And
especially
if
after we beat you guys
stay as they are
the
Cowboys would have to go against the Eagles, which I feel like is a fairly decent win for them. So then we're going to have to hear about them winning the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, but then look what they got next going down the line. That's not going to happen. They get to the Bucs.
They're not getting out of 2. They're not getting out. They're not getting out of 2 for sure.
It's over.
But just to know that they're in it and they're going to win the first game is like.
But they did say they were going to the Super Bowl this season. They say it every season, and they're going to win.
Can't take facts. Back to the Seahawks real quick. If we can't beat the Lions, everybody needs to get fired ASAP.
Oh, for
What's
sure.
What's crazy is that today
the Lions, everybody needs to go. Shoot.
Well, no, I mean the thing is that of course it's been the Russell Wilson talk. Where is he going? Who's he going? But the other thing too that happened today, Bobby Wagner came out and said that he's not sure what his future with the Seahawks holds.
So he might be following Russ.
That broke my heart. That's my player right there.
I know.
That'll break my heart more than Russell Wilson. It'll be a sad, sad day. Sad, sad day.
You're probably gonna follow Russ somewhere.
I hear you, Cassandra. Yeah, she made a post too about those Dallas fans.
Yeah, you can't.
Crazy.
They are very
it's
crazy.
Hard to talk
and then
to
they
them.
try to say they're not crazy. That's even crazier too.
Exactly. They think they win it every year
with their long shorts. Their little starter kit outfits, ugly outfits, long shorts that look like culottes,
long shorts,
and the sneakers, and the doggone Emmitt Smith jersey, and the cap.
All right, we got the Vikings at the Packers. Of course, Vikings are down. Adam Thielen.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you can really. I feel like it's a Packers thing here, so that it's. Vikings aren't stopping the Packers.
No,
that's just me.
I don't think anybody's stopping Green Bay, honestly, because they're a slow death. Just when you think you have them, it's that last few seconds of the game that you don't. It's like a death blow. Like I just don't. I don't know. Green Bay
last game, Monday Night Football. I don't even know who's going to watch this. I guess I have to watch because it's the only game on Monday. But it's the Browns at the Steelers, of course. Possibly Big Ben's last home game. It's like, who do
I really have to pick on that one? Because that's a hard one.
I mean,
I'll even pick a winner or loser on that.
I'm only going to go with the Browns because that's who I would ride with anyway. But they suck, and Steelers will probably win just because it's Big Ben's supposed last game. But I'm still going to go with the Browns.
Still got T.J. Watt, right?
Yeah.
T.J. Watt. And Browns have Myles Garrett on their defense. Let's see. I guess I'll roll with the Browns too.
Okay. All righty, Rooney.
They better do something because every time I pick the Browns, they disappoint me.
Listen, I know.
And that's when Baker was playing. That's why I don't like him.
Kente, we were just asking that question too. We weren't sure as to when Klay Thompson will be back. I know
Yeah,
it's
we were
got to be
thinking
soon.
January. Yeah, it's supposed to be January.
I know it was supposed to be in December, and then it didn't.
Yeah.
And so I'm
And I know he's
assuming
been working out
so.
with the G League teams and stuff, conditioning with them and all of that. But
Mhm.
it's going to be interesting how they make the adjustments to put him in the rotation with everybody balling the way they are,
For
especially with
sure.
that GP2 who started the other night.
Woo!
Oh my gosh!
Payne
Shout
Jr.
out to
come with it.
GP2. He is not no play. Okay. All of them,
Got it.
they're just
Yeah.
amazing. The team is just
Your
running
little
on all
Tito's.
cylinders. Yeah, the Tito's. I'm telling you, this is the Tito's league. I don't understand. You guys are not understanding that kids are coming out of college. They're in their 20s, and you're trying to say 37 or 30, almost 40-year-old guys on my geriatric Lakers team can take on these young legs. Come on, not enough boosters in my Jamba Juice to make that happen.
When is AD supposed to come back? Not like it's gonna help, but
4 to 6 weeks he's out. Come on, like it's not gonna make a difference. Our question now is who's leaving, who's staying, who's going. That's the conversation we need to have going forward with this Lakers
just don't come over to my Bulls. Just don't
by
try and take
February.
nothing from my Bulls team.
No, you got
all.
Caruso. I think that's enough. You guys are doing really well with him. He was out too.
Yeah.
He was down, right? Was
Yeah, he
hurt or
was.
something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's I think
Yeah.
he's back, or I don't know. I can't remember.
It's a
I didn't think I
mess.
saw him play today.
It's a mess. It's like
It
Hollywood.
is a
It's
mess.
drama. It's a
all
mess.
the way around.
It's a mess. And Lakers.
Oh, I think that's what he was saying, is that because Gary Payton is so good, that's kind of why Clay's got pushed back, because they're not rushing it. They're not trying to rush it.
Oh, then that's good. Let the young guy play. Let him do what he
For
can
sure.
do to effectively help him out.
Let him get that time.
Yeah. Because that's the
all right,
thing.
y'all.
You limit minutes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
We want you guys to have a safe and wonderful new year. Cheers to 2022. Let's hope we're not stuck in the house and covered in masks for the rest of our lives.
Right.
Be safe, enjoy, and we will see y'all next week.
In the new year.
Yay!
See you next year, everyone.